There we go.
This is me just kind of like looking for all the any kind of special items, and you notice there, X-Scissor, lovely little TM for Metlinks.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Got rid of Night Slash.
Yeah, because we have a dark type on the side, so I think that checks out. And obviously we'll probably need dig more than Terabit does here until it's up to spec.
Well, at least Terabit is starting to pull his weight here.
To be fair, like even like it is like it is low on levels, but it does it has the bulk. Like it's the stats are very, very good.
It's not embarrassed itself so far here.
No.
And as I say that,
well, to be fair, like it was hit with a super effective move. Like I'm not gonna blame it for it. So I think this is me just having a little wander, and there is a lot of little like hidey holes in Victory Road.
Yeah.
So I think this is just me trying to find any little sneaky places, but I think that's the lot.
So for all of the real Victory Roads, what would your favorite one have been?
Favorite one? Favorite one. Gen 3 is coming to mind, but I think that's because like it didn't really outstay its welcome, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really count Gen 2 because Gen 2 was just like a rehash of number 1.
Yes and no. There was different, like it was different rooms. Rooms were slightly different, but yeah, it was even less difficult because they didn't have the hardware to do anything.
That's the thing. They were out of space. So I'm thinking like, what would I say to that? I'd say like the Gen 5 one actually was very good, as I recall.
Yep.
Because I had that kind of like it ended up as you're kind of like you end up on a you're actually climbing the mountain for it, which I think was very, very good.
Yes.
Yeah. That one was good. I can't remember the Gen 4 one offhand. I feel like you kind of did the same thing. But I'm confused now with Mount Coronet, which was actually a very good spec.
Gen 4's one was good. It was long enough, and it was one that you needed all the HMs in order to explore fully.
Yeah.
It was but again, it was all in a cave, so there wasn't like an inside-outside aspect to it that some of the later ones have had, which is a great thing that the later ones have had. So
it's maybe a common thing they do have for Victory Road. Like it always seems to be like that kind of taking that it is a cave oriented, and obviously like this. Now, what I would say to the one in this game is that it is a little bit different. It's a little bit more varied. With what it does. Like it starts off, you have your cave section, but you also have like a field area. You also have like a water section and so forth, you know.
Right.
But it does try to be at least different because it knows, like, you know, you want to, like, cave, like, fodder doesn't suit for every Pokemon. So you want to, like, try and cater for There's Tracton. Beep, beep. Oh, what a terrible idea. Right then, so that's
a fantastic idea. Yeah. So no, yeah, Gen 4 was kind of more of a standard one. Like, and I've enjoyed it whenever I've done it, but I don't think I've gone back to it for any love of it. Gen 5 had a great one. Gen 6, I can't remember at all.
I don't think I feel like Gen 6 didn't have one at all. Like, well, I think
Gen 7, I was unhappy with the first one. Yeah. The first, the Sun and Moon one. The Ultra Sun and Moon was fantastic though. Like they had it was a lot more expanded.
Yes.
To get through in it. And sure, look at Galler's.
Galler was one snowy road to London. that was Victory Road. Was like a really snowy road, and suddenly London is there.
Yeah, I was so annoyed at that. That was if there is I take it at this stage we're not going to get any further update on Sword and Shield, or
it would seem a bit redundant to add in like a Victory Road DLC at this point. Like,
true, But
it was like suddenly like 3 years after release, you suddenly go, oh shit, I knew we forgot something. Victory Road, yeah, no, we have it here. It's in the data somewhere. Give us a second, we'll get it for you now. Like, that's highly unlikely, I think.
No, but they had made up a lot of it in the DLC that they put out, but it didn't have a Victory Road, and it was definitely lacking for it. Like, I think they based way too much of the game on people will love the wild area, and we have that's what will save us.
There wasn't really a mechanical need for a Victory Road either, because like at that rate, like because everything was just kind of so open-ended, and you were able to, like, if you wanted to farm XP candies to your heart's content, you didn't really need one, you know? Like, it was just of, and let's be fair, like the dex was that limited, really. There was you had like very little variation in teams and so forth. It wasn't a case of like you're going up against something new combinations, because pretty much with the trainers you had in that game anyway, you'd probably covered most permutations at that point. You know, there wasn't anything going to be new to see.
But I suppose it's more there was no puzzles to solve in Sword and Shield.
Yeah,
there was no, and like that was where it was most noticeable. Like, even in Gen 6 and 7, Gen 6 had just as I'm saying that now, I'm remembering what Gen 6 Victory Road was like. Gen 6 was a grand Victory Road. It was grand. Not really remarkable though, because I did not remember it until just there. But no, like, it had puzzles to solve, it had backtracking, and I can see an item down there. How do I work out this block puzzle to get to that end? And I don't think there's been, like, Gen 7 didn't have a Victory Road that was difficult to get through, and then Gen 8 just didn't have one at all. Like, I'm actually trying to think, what puzzles did Gen 8 have at all?
It didn't have any. It was literally just like, oh, you're here now.
Yeah,
and it kind of did mirror how rushed the end did feel, because it felt like, lads, we don't have time to do puzzles. Just get them into the fucking city and finish the game off.
Yeah.
Did you read that part about Macro being the bad guys?
Shoot! I knew. Wait. Crap! No, I just left that chapter out. Can we just stick it in at the end?
Fine. DLC 3.
Yeah.
DLC 3, Victory Road, and why these guys are actually the villains. Now, I think this is one of the fossils coming up now, actually, Theriam. I may have drawn attention to it earlier on, but yeah, it's rock electric. Hence why Terabit is popping out here for a little spin. Wish me fucking luck.
20 levels down?
Yep, absolutely. What could possibly go wrong?
Well, you could get a magnitude 6.
Which is not bad, considering it's double weak to it.
Damn.
Yeah.
And with light screen, yeah. Bye.
Yeah, well, that was a rock hyper beam. That was just fucking cheating, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's pure cheating.
Again, that's one I associate. Once it's Rhyperior having that, does anyone else have it?
Yeah.
Like, does anyone else use it, or is it only?
Nothing that I recall. I don't remember anyone learning it. That helps. No, I don't. Doesn't ring a bell now. Doesn't ring a bell at all.
Crustals Evolve might have it.
Oh,
I think I used it with it as well.
Oh, maybe. That would suit it actually. Yeah, because it's you would need a really like stupidly like high damage move because of its moveset.
Because of it being shit.
It's not shit. It's just really defensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit defensive, and to be fair, I actually do like that Pokemon. I like what they did with it. It's a nice idea. It's a fire type Rhydon, and it's just like, oh yeah, I like it.
It's Unnovan Parasect.
I know. I think there's a few other candidates for that as well. To be fair,
Who else would you?
I'm trying to think now. What was the one that just seemed like a fucking easiest to work around? I can't place it now for the life of me. I know it's a dual type one, and I'm trying to. Was it? Shit. What is the Pokemon I'm thinking of?
No, I had looked at Dwebble and the Crustle. That's what it is. And it's like that's Paras and Parasect.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair enough. Yeah, no, I get that. I think I was thinking of the wrong thing altogether. So ignore me.
Fungus and Amoongus.
There's the fuckers there. Yes, that's them. Because they're in Sword and Shield. I was thinking like, why are these even here? Like, you're telling me that these guys made the cut and Vileplume didn't? There's literally no justice. There's no fucking justice.
Sure, they had the event a few months ago where you got a free shiny Amoongus.
Yeah, what was that all about?
Because I think it was one of the Pokemon Championships was done, and the winner had an Amoongus on his team.
Yes, I remember now.
So they were like, okay, that's a weird looking thing. You don't normally see that at these kind of competitions where they have the same ones again and again and again. Same as I think, did they have one for a gift Pachirisu? For that guy that won somehow with Pachirisu.
Yeah, like Pachirisu was like his Patsy or something, and just worked out stupidly well. Like,
yeah, like someone bringing a Pelipper to a fight.
Who would do that, James? Who would do that? I couldn't possibly comment.
Yeah,
I'm glad to see that you're still bitter about it all these years.
Oh no. If there's one thing that I'll always be better about, it's Mookie's Ampharos.
Yeah, now in fairness, you have every right to be bitter about that. You have absolutely every right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay to be out tacticked by a bird, right? But an asexual sheep, totally different story.
See, the thing with that Pelipper was just no one gave it the time of day because there was more dangerous things on the field.
Yes, well, that was your mistake, wasn't it, lads? Like, you're there going like, oh, look at this stupid little thing. I wonder if it's playing support crew. Oh, it is. Let's all pretend to be shocked.
Should have shocked it.
Should have.
Like, even this is more puzzling than Jennett's Victory Road.
But yeah, this is already an improvement considering that, like,
it exists.
There is a Victory Road. Although, to be fair, it would have been just funny if it was a case of just like, and we're here now. It's like, we are? Since when? But yes, no, they kind of take advantage of the fact that like Uranium, like with RPG Maker, you can kind of make as many maps as you want. So they do definitely stretch this fucker out as much as they can.
Okay.
And to be fair, you don't lose that much like performance out of it in a sense. Like it's not as if the game is like lurching under its own weight. You know, it's robust enough to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, and here comes Broken McGee.
Oh, there's one for you. Will Sylveon be in the Diamond and Pearl remake?
Yeah, definitely.
Then it's
Sylveon was in the Emerald remake or the Ruby and Sapphire remakes.
But if they're saying this is a faithful remaster, then you should.
I don't think they're gonna go back down to those basics. Like, I doubt it. I doubt it.
I would doubt it. Like, if that's.
I mean,
both
the way
Spiritomb and Garchomp are both going to be wiped out by fairies.
That's true. It perhaps may change the way that you play it, but like, I mean, is there any ones that like kind of changed drastically in that time from Gen 4 to Gen 8? Perhaps Sylveon is the only one, but like they've done that for all the other remakes to this point, and aren't they faithful remakes? You know, like you couldn't really call them reboots as such. It is just a case of like, well, here's Gen 1 done again with revisions,
with new graphics.
Yeah. Like it's revisions. So like, what I would say to that though, if you're saying it's a faithful remake, I think what they mean more is the fact that there's no open wild areas, there's no Dynamaxing, there's nothing like that. It is a traditionally based Pokemon game, if you like. So you have your battles, you have your gyms, you have all this sort of stuff. Not the Razzmatazz you see in Sword and Shield. That's the way I would look at it. But I still think, like, theoretically...
Some of the things that are more difficult in it, let's say, is TMs broke after every use.
Yeah.
So will that be back in it again?
No, I think they'll...
Gen 4 was the last time that happened. So you think all of our nice quality of life things will still be intact?
I think some of them will be. Like, I don't see the EXP candies being a thing. I don't see the kind of... I suppose some of the other like aspects of it being there. I'd say like
EXP candies in the underground.
Maybe. I see it more of a case of if they wanted to do the kind of the traditional Pokemon adventure, they can't really do like little shortcuts like that, you know. So you're gonna have to, if you're gonna have that, you're gonna have to earn your way, like. And with Gen 4, you can kind of that makes sense because like there's some pretty significant battles in it, and you don't want to be overpowered. You know, you'd like to be a bit even, especially if you're doing the whole like if you're doing the platinum routes in that you have the underworld and Giratina and Cyrus and stuff like that. Just throwing XP candies at the characters is just taking the fizz out of that battle, out of that interaction. So yeah,
absolutely. I would wonder, like Gen 8 did a lot for making some of the evolutions easier to get, like Leafeon and Glaceon, Leaf Stone and Ice Stone now.
Yeah.
Will they keep that, or will they go back to you have to find the rock?
They'll go back to that because the reason they did the Leaf and Ice Stone in the first place was because they couldn't really do the gimmick of the Mossy Stone and the Icy Stone. You know, like granted, like in theory with the wild area you should be able to do that, but they obviously thought like it's a bit redundant and just didn't bother. But I think like because like Gen 4 was the crowd to kind of pioneer that, it makes sense to keep it because then it's a slightly different way of getting that Pokemon. And let's face it, I don't know what kind of proportion of people would be going from Sword and Shield to the Gen 4 remake. But it's not a deal breaker, you know, like if the Leaf Stone doesn't work, then just like, okay, well, how do I get it then? And it could be just a case of someone like in an early town saying, oh, apparently if you go to this stone in this forest here with your Eevee, it will evolve into something new. And it turns out to be Leafeon, because to them it is new.
Glaceon is shit.
Well, then no one's going to want Glaceon. So
nobody will want Glaceon. That's what I'm getting at.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so it's a completely like the only reason like Glaceon will be a thing is if someone's filling out the Pokedex.
Yeah.